Razor friends, we're joined with none other than the man himself, Damien Tigger McCullough from Camla. What do you think of the big screen here, Damien?
Well, Razor, you know me. My mother always said I would make the big screen someday.
Yes, certainly. She was right. You're never off the big screen. We're at the wrong big screen. Here's it here, friends. Check this out.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
What do you think of it, Damien? In all honesty, what do you think?
The two ways of looking at it, right? Coming up the back way doesn't look anything out of the ordinary. Coming down here, when I see it on, I think it's an absolutely brilliant idea. Remember now, during the summertime, Razor, when the tree rises and the leaves come out,
Razor,
you'll never see it behind the cathedral, right?
True.
So I think, to be truthful, look, I think it's a great asset to this square. And I tell you, when the cracks meant 90 here, there'll be some rising.
There you go. You heard it live, friends. Give us a Razor.
Razor!
Right, Damien McCullough, thanks for talking to us. We've got another man here. Get over here, Sean Bourne, Razor Sean. What about you, my buddy?
How's it going?
It's going brilliant. How's you, buddy?
Great.
And how's the new lady wife doing?
Brilliant. Really good.
Pass on my best regards, will you?
Oh, we'll do, yeah.
Sean, what do you think of the big screen?
Great job. Yeah. I mean, what else would you have in Hill Street to bring the people, like? You know what I mean? Get a big screen in and get the football on and get the... You know what I mean?
That seems to be the general consensus, friends. People are looking for live events on, you know what I mean? And the fella stopped me up there, he says, can you put on Conor McGregor on Saturday night? I have no control over the screen. This is the Banter show. We're here to get the opinions of the local people.
Petition signed up and get the McGregor fight on.
There you go. And I'm sure if everybody threw a quid in, it would be cheapest.
Surely, yeah, absolutely. Sure, you're paying a fiver in the bar, wouldn't you?
Easy. Tell us about Design Sticks.
It's just a graphic design company. Basically does web, video, graphic design, publications, brochures, you know, pretty much the whole lot, you know.
Will you look after me if I'm looking any work done?
Well, you know where I am, give me a shout. You know, there's no problem at all.
And you'll be available from Newry people. You're a Newry man yourself.
Aye, absolutely, yeah. Anytime on Facebook there, sure, Design Sticks, anything you need, send me a message, you know.
And it's a good name, Design Sticks, because that name's sticking in my head, friends. There you are. You've heard it from me and Sean. Sean, thanks for coming on.
Pleasure.
Good to see you, brother.
All the best.
Take care, Razor friends. Welcome to the back to the Banter show. We're here with an old friend of mine, Damien McShane. Damien, welcome on to the Banter show.
Thank you, Tony. It's great to be here.
You're welcome. Damien, what do you think of the big screen?
Well, at first when I seen it going up, I thought it was a great idea. And I suppose it is, but it's an extravagance I can do without, like, as a ratepayer. So,
right.
I was where would it be better to be? Probably over in that corner or this corner, but take it away from it, and idyllic building such as the cathedral. It's crazy. It's crazy.
What happens if they showed the Pope on it?
He'll probably stop on the way through to Armagh, maybe.
You heard it here live in the Banter show, friends. Sure, it's a bit of crack, isn't it?
It is, surely, yeah.
There's a lot of mixed feedback, for it or against it. The general consensus ain't getting around here. Now, we sat up here for half an hour, and the general consensus ain't getting is, are they going to show live events on it? Some guy asked me, can you put Conor McGregor on at the weekend? You know, it's brilliant.
Well, I don't know, but I hope the stream something live on it anyway. Hopefully the Pride will be streamed on it next year.
There's an event, and I'm sure if you give them a Razor and a thanks, they might
Razor.
So to the powers that be, you heard it from Damien here, live on the Banter show, if they're going to screen the Pride event on it.
It would be good if they did now.
Would that make it better?
Oh, I don't know if it'll make it better. We're getting bigger and better every year anyway.
Yo! Well, Damien, thanks for coming onto the Banter show.
No problem, Tony.
Thanks again. All right, brother. Good luck. Razor friends, welcome back. And we're joined with a good old friend of mine, Mervyn.
Yes,
Razor,
we are, Razor.
Mervyn from Newry, Newry, on Marcus Street, isn't it? Marcus Street.
Marcus Street.
I think he broke the sign from Newry, Newry. Get that sign in there. Get it in here. You ruffian, you. Look. So Mervyn from Newry, Newry. This is what Newry's all about, friends, you know. Mervyn, come round here and talk to me.
Yes.
What do you think of the big screen?
The big screen's a great job. It's not on, Tony, look. What's going on?
It is on. It looks like Conor McGregor's on there.
Yeah. What's going on? I was going to show. They're going to show the Dragon fight here on Saturday night, are they?
if you pay me 50 quid, I'll see what I can do. You know.
We'll get this McGregor fight on.
There you go, friends. That's what the consensus is around Newry. They're looking for live fights, live football, everything.
It's definitely live football and live rugby.
And live rugby. And you heard it from an ex-rugby playing fisherman from Kilkeel.
So what's the crack? What's going to happen with this big screen?
Well, that's why I'm down here today, to find out what is actually going to, to feel the pulse of the people, what's happening. So what do you think yourself?
So, what's the first film they're showing? Debbie Does Dallas, is that what you said?
I've no idea. I've absolutely no idea. And I'm sure if it is that film, you'll be at the front of you'll definitely be at the front watching it.
You know what would be a good thing? If the council would give free advertising for all the shops around Newry, because the rates is that high. So maybe if they done a bit of free advertising on this screen, it might be a good wee thing for a Christmas present for everybody in the shops.
There you go. There's a different take on it, friends. There's a different take on it. So all in all, you're happy enough with the screen.
Oh, it's a great job, if they're going to use it right. Not like the one in Belfast, they're not going to show football or nothing, but hopefully they'll show football in this, will they?
Well, I don't know. As I say, I have no control over it, and I just want to see what the people in Newry are thinking, you know.
Or maybe they'd rather see me and you running up and down the street naked, Tony.
Well, count me out of that one, Mervyn. Never count you out of running around anywhere naked. It's Mervyn Wilson, friends, on the Banter show. And as you can see, he broke the Newry Inc. sign just to come and say hello to us. Mervyn, thanks as always, brother. Pleasure to have you in the Banter show. Razor, friends, we're joined with James McAreevy from Newry Maritime Association. James, how's everybody in the Maritime Association?
Well, things are going very well, Tony. Big event coming up next Friday. We're unveiling 4 big murals in Fisher Park at the corner of Buttercrane Quay. And the chairperson of the council, Naomi Bailey, is coming over for that. And it'll probably be one of the biggest displays of imagery regarding the history of the port. Michael McCall has done the job.
Razor.
So that's next Friday, 1 o'clock, and we'd like to see as many people as possible down.
Is that an invite, James?
That's an invite for everybody.
Oh, not just for me, then. Only joking you.
Oh, I hope you'll be there too, Tony.
We've done a few projects together, James.
We did, Tony. And, especially in Newry here, you only have to scratch the surface and people have connections to the port, even now. You know, between dockers, port workers, obviously seamen, you know, your own side of the...
Of course, my own family, my own uncles and all, seamen from Newry Port, indeed, my Uncle Tom and that.
And it's important to remember those people and, more importantly, the contribution that they made to the development of Newry.
Indeed, and just while we're talking there, a big shout out to my Uncle Tom's family over in Watford and Rickmansworth in London. So Razor.
Tom passed away about 2 years ago, didn't he?
He did indeed, and they're missing him really sorely over there.
Yeah, Tom was a good fella.
There you go. James, just while you're here, what do you think of the big screen?
Well, Tony, there's been a lot of controversy, but personally, my own opinion, I'd be all in favour of it. I think it'll be a great asset to the community here in Newry, and especially as the council have designated Market Square as public event space. And
it even sounds good, public event space, doesn't it?
That's what it is, Tony. And in February, the public realm scheme is going to be kicking off here down towards John Mitchell Place. And again, there's going to be more enhancement of the town centre, and I think that the screen here is going to it's going to complement what's been done in the middle of Newry. Now, one of the things that I've been told, making inquiries from the council, is that a time slot is going to be devoted to the community and voluntary sector.
Right.
Groups like ours will be able to have material broadcast, make sort of programs that we did before when you were in Destination Newry, that sort of thing, free of charge.
So
that's a big boost to small, unfunded voluntary groups, Tony.
It certainly is, and I hope that it plays to the likes of the Gateway and
everybody.
And musicals, you know, the likes of the musicals.
I've been told that the community,
Razor Tone,
the community and voluntary sector will have a time slot allocated on this screen, and they'll be able to say to the council or to whoever the service provider is. I'm not aware of what way the administration will work, but we'll say the like of Newry Maritime. If we wanted to put something on, you would say, well, presumably like the council website and that type of thing. Could we have 20 minutes? Could we have a half an hour programme in March and April, or can we promote an event?
Your phone's going, James.
And it's free, Tony.
And it's free. Well, see, I'm unaware of that, James.
Yeah.
I'm only just reading what's in the papers and what's on social media. So I was completely unaware of that. That makes the screen slightly better sound and slightly better looking to me.
I think, Tony, that you well remember the much now lauded public realm scheme along the canal,
Indeed.
and there was almost mass hysteria regarding loss of car parking spaces. The trees been cut down, and there was a £2.4 million investment for Central Newry riding on that. Now, since it's been completed, I can say hand on heart, I have yet to meet the person that has a negative comment to make about it. And so with this, I think that a lot of people have jumped in and condemned it with it before it even is given a chance at all. Now, I respect people's right to
On opinions, on opinions.
have opinions and to be against it and express that sentiment. But equally, they must remember that people are entitled to hold a different view. Now, we have the like of Canon Brown and the Bishop and people talking about blocking the cathedral. Well, I can see the cathedral well enough here. I don't know about you.
Well, my eyes, there's nothing really wrong. I can definitely see the cathedral from here. It's still the cathedral. It's not going to go anywhere.
Well, I mean,
The screen's slow. It's camouflaged. Paint-wise, is camouflaged.
and there's a tree behind it.
And there's a tree behind it. And the meat boutique's behind it again, so we're flying.
Well, I mean-
Everybody's getting their plug in today.
Well, Tony, if you take a look at the cathedral now, this is a town centre church, right? If you look back to where the cathedral garden is, there was a mill there, and the mill came out in line with the church. I remember when I was growing up, the shops over here, Cal's shoe shop and that, came out onto the line of the street. So the cathedral was in line with the property along Hill Street, you know. So I really don't see what the problem is.
Neither do I, James. I'm just down to see what all the fuss is about, really. The Banter Show, we're coming back, friends. We're at thebantershow.com. We're kicking off. We're getting right out there. We're going to England, we're going to Ireland, Scotland, Wales, everywhere, James. So the Banter Show is kicking off here in Newry today.
Well, I think-
See what the big fuss is.
Well, I think, Tony, you're doing the right thing. You're giving everybody a chance to have their say, have their opinion, and everybody is entitled to voice their opinion.
James, thanks very much. Much appreciated, my friend.
Well, thank you, Tony, and I'm delighted to hear about the Banter Show being reinvented.
Thanks, James. Thanks. It's reinvented, James. There you go.
And Tony, I was going to say when you get famous, but you are famous, you know.
Well, just,
Remember-
you're famous yourself, James. Newry Maritime Association. Here he's here, friends.
Remember your old friends, Tony.
I never forget them, James. James, before you go, will you give us an old razor there?
Razor!
Hey, brilliant. Only in Newry. James, thanks very much.
Right, Tony.
Razor friends, we're joined now by Niall Madden. Niall, how you doing?
Yeah, not too bad.
Thanks for coming on the Banter Show, Niall.
Yeah, no problem.
The first one on Hill Street, you know. Tell me, Niall, what do you think of the big screen?
Yeah, it's a brilliant job. It's going to attract a lot of people to Hill Street, I think. I just dropped away off here for a bit of shopping.
And you're happy enough with it?
Yeah, I think it's a good job. If they start showing,
Give us a razor, Joe.
if they start showing big matches and things on it, I think it'll be a very good job.
See, that's the general, I was saying their general consensus. People are looking for Conor McGregor's fighting
Yeah.
on Saturday night. They're looking for football matches.
Yeah.
And they're saying it could really work for the people in Newry.
Jesus, if you put McGregor's fight on it on Saturday night, this place will be bunged.
There you go. We have another man here. We'll get you on here in a second. Right, there's a man here who's complaining. If you stand there, I'll interview you in 2 seconds off camera. Is that all right? Right, thanks very much. So you're happy enough now, and you think it works, and it's... you know, I think the younger people in Newry think it's really fantastic.
Yeah, it seems to be all right. I mean, there's a big tree there behind it anyway, so it's not really taking that much away from the cathedral, is it?
No, especially when that tree's in bloom, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, Niall, it's been an absolute pleasure, and thanks for coming down to
No problem at
for
all.
your views. Much appreciated, bro. Give us an old razor there before you go. Thanks, Niall.
Right, no problem.
Right, we're going to interview this man here. How you doing? Right, this gentleman, he doesn't want to be in camera. Tell me what you think of the big screen.
I think it's a lovely big screen, but it's an awful position. That's one of the finest buildings we have in Newry, the cathedral, and it takes away from the cathedral.
Well, I hear your point now, but that gentleman, Niall, just said to me, there's a big tree behind it. When the tree's in bloom, you can't see the cathedral with the tree. So everybody's got their own opinion.
But the tree adds to the cathedral. That TV takes away from the cathedral.
But you like it? Do you think it's nice, but it's in the wrong position?
Oh, I like the TV, but it's in the wrong position.
What if you had the remote controls of that TV?
Oh, that'd be nice. In your backyard.
Oh, they'd be lovely in the backyard, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But here, we'd have to get the meter wired, wouldn't
Yeah, off totally. It's in the wrong place.
It's in the wrong place. But it's good for Newry.
Oh, good for you, but totally in the wrong place. That's one of the finest buildings we have in Newry, and it's downgrading the building.
Do you think it's downgraded a bit? Yeah. Right. Well, it's good to hear the opinions, all right. But to me, I think it's sort of camouflaged, you know. But except when the screen's lit up, you know, it's that colour of grey. It sort of blends in with the cathedral.
Ah, not at all, not at all. That is an historic building, and that's a modern thing, and it's taken away from the beauty of the cathedral, in my opinion.
Brilliant. Listen, thanks for your opinion, and lovely to have you on the Banter show. Okay. Thank you. Right, friends, we're going to shift. We're going to move site now, and we'll go over closer to the screen and get the latest reports. Right, our friends, we've got another gentleman here who wishes to remain nameless, but he's on the Banter show. Give us a big razor there. So he's doing a razor. That's the main thing. So, do you think the screen's a good idea for the people in Newry?
Yes, but not where it is. Not where it is. It's a good idea, but it shouldn't be slapped in front of the cathedral.
Right. What do you think if maybe the Pope broadcasted on?
Well, I don't think it would make any difference with respect.
I'm just trying. I'm having a bit of banter, you know.
Once on it, I'm not objecting to it. It's location, and that's it. I don't think it should be where it is. I think they should have thought of somewhere better. And you know, it's a big enough town centre. It shouldn't have slapped where it is.
Well, the read that I got today, I'm only after been told by another gentleman that the council are going to. This is called an event space.
Right.
And this is why Market Square is now the biggest event space in Newry. Right. And this is why they put the screen here. Right. So I've just been told that by another gentleman.
Right.
And so I think it makes sense. What do you think?
No, I don't think. Well, I mean, okay, to have events here, but that screen, no. That's really my gut feeling on it.
Okay.
I'd rather it wasn't there.
All right. Thanks very much for your help. Bye now. There you go, friends. We're getting mixed receptions left, right, and centre. But the crack's good in the Banter show. Right, our friends, we're back. We're down at the big screen right here, and I'm joined with
Jack Devlin
and Dara McSly.
Jack Devlin, Dara McSly, live in the Banter show. Lads, what do you think of the big screen?
It's big, bar. It's a bigger screen. Like.
Yeah, good job. It's looking good.
How would you guys like to be up live playing on that big screen?
Definitely, man, 100%.
Definitely. Love it. Yeah.
Is it a good idea for Newry, this screen?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, it brings a bit of life to the place.
I'll tell you what, lads, do us a favour, would you just play a tune for me?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Right, lads, check this out. Go ahead.
Right, this is a wee song called...
Into the camera, look.
Right there on. This is a wee song called I Can't Feel My Face, because I can't feel my face is that cold out here. But here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And I know she'll be the death of me, at least we're both be numb. And she'll always get the best of me, the worst is yet to come. But at least we'll both be beautiful, stay forever young. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. She told me don't worry about it. She told me don't worry no more. We both know we can't go without it. She told me you'll never be alone. I can feel my face when I'm with you, but I love it, but I love it. Whoa, I can feel my face when I'm with you, but I love it, but I love it. And I know she'll be the death of me, at least we'll both be numb. And she'll always get the best of me, the worst is yet to come. But at least we'll both be beautiful, stay forever young. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. She told me don't worry about it. She told me don't worry no more. We both know we can't go without it. She told me you'll never be alone. I can feel my face when I'm with you. But I love it, but I love it. Ooh, I can feel my face when I'm with you. But I love it, but I love it.
Razor lads, well done. That's the first tune on the new Banter show. So hopefully, you never know, if I have a word with the right people, they could be up here. So give us a razor, lads, before you go there. Razor. Thanks very much, guys. Talk to you later. So there you go. There's a good tune there for you now, and I have to say, that's what the talent's about in Newry, and I think that talent should be blasted out on our big screen. You know, I'd say our big screen. It's not mine. It's ours. The ratepayers paid for it. Razor friends, I'm joined with the one, the only, Jason Harris. We're live here in Hill Street. Jason, how you doing?
Not too bad.
Thanks for coming on to the Banter show, Jason.
You're welcome.
Tama, what do you think of the big screen?
I think it's brilliant. It's good for Newry. I think we're bringing the tourists and that down.
And a good job for live events. And
yeah, I was saying, coming up the football next year, the European Championship, and that would be good for that there, for the town.
Jason, you've seen me talking to the two lads that are playing music. Very good, very good. A lot of talent in Newry, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
Now, I think that talent should be broadcasted up there. What do you think?
Well, it would be good, yeah. It's a broadcast live and that there, all music events and that there in the town. Especially for St Patrick's Day and that there would be good.
Brilliant, Jason. Well, Jason, thanks very much for coming on to the Banter show, and check yourself out on the Banter show in this video. Will you do one thing? Give us a razor.
Razor!
There you go. He's a notcher phrase. Thanks, Jason. Yeah. Joe, what do you think of the big screen?
It's very high resolution. Very good.
Yeah, for such a big screen, the quality's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's very good.
Because, Joe, you've been in media a lifetime now at this stage, haven't you? You're a broadcasting media legend.
I wouldn't say that.
I would. Joe wouldn't, but I would. But, Joe, you're happy enough with it?
Yes, I think there's a bit of controversy about where it is. But apart from that...
Yeah. So apart from that, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's... I don't know. I suppose they have their I suppose they're justified in saying it is blocking the chapel, you know.
Right.
But then the tree's blocking the chapel as well, isn't it, behind it?
That's... Somebody else said that to me over there. When the tree's in bloom, you can't see it, so...
Yeah.
So but media-wise, as a media man, do you think it's pretty good?
Well, it's excellent. Yes, excellent. Yeah.
Good man, Joe. It's great to see you, Joe.
Good to see you too.
Will you do us one thing before you go? Yes. Do a razor for me.
Razor.
You're going to join me, Marty. Will you join me in saying a big razor to Kieran Biggie Cunningham?
Oh, the Bigs. Well done, kid. How are you keeping all right? Oh, yeah. Is he back home yet? I don't know.
No. He's still over in County Manchester.
Oh, County Manchester. Keeping that.
How are you keeping?
Not too bad. Great. Can't complain.
How's everybody at Spurs now?
Everybody's doing well. Doing very well.
So a big razor to the North Londoners.
Razor boys, all of us.
Tell me, Marty, what do you think of the big screen?
I think it's a great job, but I think everybody's complaining about where it's allocated. I think that's the big thing, where it's, you know, people are saying that, but you look at the tree behind it. The tree's covering the cathedral as well. I think it'll be a big bonus for the people in Newry, but I have an issue about where it's sitting. That'll be probably the big thing.
Yeah.
You know?
But then it's like to me, it's like everything else new. When something new comes along, at the start,
exactly,
everybody's going, nah, don't like.
Exactly.
And then about 6 months later, you don't even notice it.
No.
I think not unless there's something good on it. No,
and as long as you get good weather, stand watching TV out in the cold,
Yeah.
But no, I think it'll be a good thing for the town, You're right. It's something new. People just have to get used to it,
Well, Marty, I'm getting a lot of comments about live football matches getting screened on it. What's your thoughts on that?
Oh, well, people sit around here and watch it. I think with the Euros next year, it'll be a bonus, if you get a bit of good weather and that on, this place will be packed.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, it'll be a bonus,
And then people ask me, can you put Conor McGregor straight on it Saturday night?
Why not?
I can't. The screen's on to do with me.
Why not?
That's
a good request.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
So there you are, the owners of the screen. I'm sure if you installed a box down here, a donation box, maybe pay-per-view, you'll get plenty of business going.
A bit of good weather.
It's not too bad today.
No, it's nice today.
See, Marty, I'm getting
I'm
charging up the solar panel, friends. Look, get the solar panel charged.
Put something in to stop that sun in your face from seeing the screen,
You see, you never thought of it. Then it's we're still in winter and the sun's low in the sky. But general consensus, you're happy enough with them.
I think it'll be a good thing for the town. I think it'll definitely be a good thing. Yeah,
I'd say Spurs.
The big football next year is going to be a test now. That's the next big thing that's coming up. So the Euros will be a test to see if people come down. People will look at that there and stay.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be more of a bonus if people would open the likes of things they got their shops around the town centre, rather than big screens like that there. I think it'd be more bonus if there's probably more new shops opening up, or rather than empty shops around. Like.
Yeah, well,
bring the people into the town centre, like, you know.
Well, at another gentleman there, he was complaining about the cost of the rates for the business around Newry. Do you think this big screen will maybe get people? Hello, Martin Razor. Do you think this big screen will get more people? I think it's got more people onto Hill Street already.
It'll draw the attraction for people to come down and see what this is all about, like, you know. But as I say, what they put on it to see if they can draw crowds during the summer times, holidays, whatever it is, like, to get people to come down and see what it's all about, like, you know, as regards if it's there to attract people to come and sit and watch events or whatever on it, like, you know. What's the main purpose it's going to be there for, like, you know?
Yeah.
That'll be a thing.
Want you back here? Potty, are you going to say a few words, Potty? It's not a dog.
Oh, don't talk. So, no, be interested to see how it goes. Very interested to see how it goes, like, you know.
Brilliant, Martin. Well, tell you, it's been a pleasure talking to you as always, Martin, you know.
Not a problem at all.
And say hello to the family for me, will you?
Well, surely. Thanks for that,
And do one thing before you go. Come on, Marty, line up.
Razor, boys.
We're joined with Kathleen here down at Hill Street. Kathleen, what did you think of the big screen? Do you like it?
Yeah, I like it. It's lovely. It's big. It's marvellous. I like it. But people complaining.
There's people complaining?
Yeah, because it's too close to the chapel.
It's too close to the cathedral, right?
Yeah, because a lot of people telling me yesterday and today, when I was walking to the younger part, they're telling me too close to the cathedral. I don't know.
But your personal thoughts, you like it? Do you think it's good?
I like it, but it's lovely. You should have put it somewhere. Maybe in here.
Maybe up on the wall there.
Yeah, because you should have knocked them down and put that over there.
You know,
you should have it both
community
sides.
groups. Oh, we should have two screens.
Yeah, you should.
Mick, did you hear that? This lady says we should have another screen in the back of it.
Yeah,
that's
you
a
should
very
have two
interesting
screens
point.
back of it, yeah.
That's a very interesting. That's the first one. That's a new one on us. That's a new one. We've got another opinion here, friends. This one's really, it's really different. Now we're going places here.
We are.
Where do you think what do you think of the big screen?
I think the big screen is brilliant.
Yeah.
But it could even be better.
It could be better.
Could be better. Right. I walked by the front of the cathedral and I think there should be a big screen right in the front of the cathedral up on the wall.
Yeah.
Right in the front up on the wall.
Right in front of the cathedral, up on the wall of the cathedral. This is. There's going to be a scrap on Hill Street.
I honestly do think, but they need to get a bigger screen, and then they could block the whole front of the cathedral off.
It's like America, New York. It's simply like in New York. You like a big screen in New York in the wall. Sometimes it happens in America. I've been to America.
Yeah. But this man wants to block the whole front of the cathedral with a bigger screen. Yeah. So he's saying the screen's not big enough. It needs to be twice or 3 times the size of it.
Well, am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
You're right, and people of Newry are always right. Well, they're wrong. I don't care. We're down here to get the opinions, and we're getting some good opinions here, I can tell you. Can you turn around and go, Razor?
Put on the U.
No, just do that there, look. Just when we got there, we are finding Razor.
Razor.
Razor, friends, we're now joined with Patrick McCavitt and the lovely Sophie May. Hello, Sophie May.
Hello.
Hello, Patrick.
Hello.
Class.
I'm not as cute as her, like, but you know.
Tell me this, Patrick and Sophie May. What do you think of the big screen, Sophie May?
It's very big.
It's really big. Do you like it?
What do you want? What do you want them to watch on it?
Peppa Pig.
Peppa Pig.
There you go. If the show Peppa Pig, Sophie's got the vote, haven't you?
Ask the council to put Peppa Pig on.
Peppa Pig on.
Council, put Peppa Pig on.
And what else?
Dora.
Dora. All the important stuff. So it is. But as long as it's used for good stuff, local stuff, it'll be a good investment, I suppose. But we'll see how long it lasts.
There you go, friends. Patrick and Sophie May, thanks for coming on the Banter Show.
Bye-bye.
Give everybody a big wave. Hey, into the camera. Hey. There you go, from Patrick and Sophie May. Thanks for coming on to the Banter Show.
Cheers, Tony.
Nice in the summer. Yeah. Do you think, what's it like in the winter then?
Well, it's a bit cold to be sitting watching a screen.
But you were sitting there for a while. I think you forgot about the cold, did you?
I was just watching the news.
She was watching the news. You caught up with RTE, didn't you?
I did indeed.
Because I have no aerial for RTE. So what do you? It's pretty good.
Look, it is. I think it's all right.
There's a man after saying we have no TV license, let alone an aerial. So the crack's an 80, isn't it?
Actually, what about it? It's Christmas, isn't it?
It is.
Okay.
Thanks very much. A couple of gentlemen that don't want to appear on camera, so I'm just going to interview them here. Lads, what do you think of the big screen?
I think it's a great job, Tony. Great job. What do you think, Aaron?
I think it's a brilliant job. Also, I think it'll bring some great money needed into the town.
It'll bring good money into the town, yeah?
Yes, through events and stuff like that.
And I'm led to believe, I've been told by a good source of information there, that the council are going to allow community-based projects and everything on it.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's all been passed and all.
Yes, and they're great jobs, a few jobs. Not many jobs, but a few jobs. I think it's money well spent for the sake of 100,000.
Well, I've had a few different opinions on the street. I'll tell you what, the crack, the Banter's 90. There's a woman said to me, they should have another screen on the back of it, and it's too small. Honestly, I'm off to get this woman give off to me. She says we need about 5 of them around Newry, but we need to have them a lot bigger. She says that's too small.
No, I think it's efficient for what we need it for. Yeah, definitely.
So I tell you, the Banter show's going crackers today, lad.
There's been a lot more money wasted by the council, but I think this money isn't too bad. 100,000 will create a lot more money, it will, in the town, which is well needed.
Do you think the council should install a pay-per-view kiosk? Because there's people asking me to put Conor McGregor on.
Well, that would have been a few pounds, like. That would indeed.
Come on over here and talk to my mum. Lads, thanks very much. Much appreciated.
But I mean, felt I had to say something about this monstrosity.
The monstrosity?
Yeah, absolutely. Should be taken down.
Why do you think it should be taken down?
Well, just look at it. I've nothing against the thing itself, but put it somewhere, you know.
That's not a Newry accent you have.
No, it's not actually. It's cause, you know, in front of the cathedral, in the middle of Hill Street. I mean, why is it there?
Well, I'm here. The Banter show's here just to get the feel of the people in around Newry, right?
Yeah.
Now, I have been told that this is now the biggest event space in Newry, so this is why it's here.
But well, who's going to be sitting there looking at that? Is this put in for the World Cup next year?
Well, see, I'm not a football fan, so I hope not.
Yeah, well, I am, but I think they could put it elsewhere.
So you are a football fan. Would you not like to watch the big matches or not?
I'll watch it in comfort at home.
That's too small for you.
Go to them.
Oh, excuse us. She's got her tickets booked for it and she's going to go to the World Cup.
But seriously, El, come on. Pardon?
What about us poor people that can't afford to go to the World Cup?
Have you ever heard of this? And the money it's costing. See, the Newry Council, whoever put it up.
It's costing £100,000. They spent over a couple of million on the swimming pool, which is never going to create money. It's going to cost money, taxpayers' money.
How's that going to create money?
It's going to bring in a few jobs. It's going to bring
Row, friends, row.
Excuse me, what kind of jobs?
Marketing, sales. They're going to be selling advertising, marketing.
No, I don't agree with that at all. Stuck in front of the cathedral. Yeah, well, I'm giving you my opinion. I think it should be taken down. And I hope the traders and whoever get up a petition to have it taken away.
People signed the petition and the Newry's full of at least 30,000 people.
Do you know they have money and it's not their money, they're spending it.
But the council didn't spend all the money.
Well, whoever did.
It was private money.
Yeah.
It wasn't mine, that's for sure, friends. As at least you know that. I haven't enough.
Well, it should be taken down.
It should be taken down.
Yes.
What's your favourite music, or what's your favourite in life? You know, what's your favourite?
Music-wise? Yeah. Andre Ryu.
I like your style. I like your style. What if they played one of his gigs up on that screen?
I have all his gigs at home, which I watch.
Yeah, but just what happens if they decided to put one of the top gigs on?
I have nothing against that. It's just where it is.
It's just where it is.
Yeah.
Right. Well, one woman, a lady just told me there. She said it's too small. She told me you should give off to me. It was too small.
I think she was winding you up. Actually.
No, she wasn't.
I gotta go because I have an appointment.
Thank you very much for your opinion.
Ciao.
Ciao. Only in the Banter show we've got a ciao. There you go. We've got another gentleman here. He's going to voice his opinion, friends. What do you think of the big screen?
I actually think it's a great idea. I think it could do a lot for the centre in Hill Street. Hill Street's been here a long time, and I think it should be used for advertising the local community and activities around the area.
Well, I've just been told earlier on by a good source of information that the council are going to allow different community groups slot times on it, you know. So it will be broadcast local community groups for Hill Street, Newry.
Well, that's great. That's exactly what it should be used for.
And you're happy enough with?
100%.
There you go. So we're all different opinions. We have another gentleman here. We're just going to ask him off screen again. What do you think of the big screen?
I think it's very good. Just the position of it, like, would be probably
You move it to a different position, maybe.
Well, it's a bit late. It's not like a laptop. You can just move it over there. There's a bit of work involved in moving that thing.
No,
But
it is good, yes. And if it advertises around the town, if the people's selling stuff and stuff,
because I'm only getting educated here myself, I'm now told that this space is an event space. So this is why it's facing this way. I suppose it makes sense.
But I would have thought maybe if they had it, moved it somewhere else and put an ad screen on it.
2 screens on the back of it. That's amazing. That's the second time now we heard that. So there's for and against it, and now there's people saying we want 2 screens, another one on the back of it. You're not the first one to say that, but thanks for your opinion, much appreciated.
Not a problem.
And Razor.
But
just to you two girls like it? For some music and stuff?
Yeah, for me, the positions of the screen is not perfect because it's destroy the views of the
cathedral.
Yes,
yeah. Cathedral, yeah.
So the idea is very good.
Yes.
But the position and the location of the screen is not.
We've got a couple of ladies off screen, of course. All these ladies don't want to be shown. Some of them are saying my hair's not done, my makeup's not on, but they want to talk off screen. So we're just going to do a bit of an interview off screen here, friends. You're happy enough with the big screen?
Yeah, it's great. Brilliant. Just what the town needs. Yeah, I go to Mass in the cathedral and I don't see the problem with it. I really like it.
Somebody goes to Mass in the cathedral. Not me. But anyway, so you're happy enough, you're a Mass goer and you're happy enough with it?
Yeah, I am. I don't see the problem with it. I think it'll take people back to Hill Street and it's definitely what it needs.
Well, I've had a complaint that the screen's not big enough and there should be another screen on the back of it. The comments have gone mental down here. Someone would give off to it. She said it should be in the butter crane. So what do you think? Apparently this is the new event space of Newry.
Yeah, well, I think Newry needs something like an event space. Every other town and city around the north has something like this. Belfast, Banbridge, Newry really needs to just move with the times.
Razor friends, we're joined with Joanne Lundy. Joanne, how you doing?
I'm fine, Tony. How are you?
I'm freezing. I'm hungry. I'm starving. I can't wait to get a cup of tea and something to eat. Something warm. But we're down here. We're doing a Banter show about the big screen in Newry. A bit controversial. Someone would give off to me that it was too small, and then she said she wanted it. She said too small, and she wants a screen on the far side of it. Right. Young musicians want to get playing on it. I think for that, yeah. And I'm a music lover, as you know. Love my music. What do you think of Joanne?
I think the screen, it is a good size. I wouldn't want any smaller or bigger, but not in front of the cathedral, definitely not. If it was situated somewhere else, Tony, but not in front of the cathedral.
So you wouldn't want it any smaller? These are the comments. These are amazing. That's what I said to you. Some woman from Birmingham gave off to me. She says it's too small and it needs another screen at the back.
The size is fine, Tony, but just if it was situated somewhere else, definitely not in front of the cathedral.
Tell me this. How good would it be to watch the likes of your Shane playing Gaelic on it? The boys?
Absolutely. Oh yeah, it would be. And if you say like up and coming musicians on Hill Street, if you had them on them or your show on it.
Yeah. Well, it's nothing to do with me. I have no control over this. You know what I mean? Yeah. But that's what I'm trying to think of. It's there now at the minute. So the likes of the likes of all community-based stuff. I think it should be used for.
Yeah, for the community, definitely for the community, definitely.
Joanne, give us a razor.
Razor.
And razor for the lizards. Pat Lundy and all the boys. Razor. How you doing, Patrick?
Not too bad, Tony.
Patrick Murdoch from the Hub. How's Suzanne, everybody at the Hub?
Oh, we're doing well. Looking forward to Christmas.
Aren't we all, yeah? Any music lately?
I haven't seen anything in a while, actually.
And our Amplified is closed down.
Yeah, it's sad, but these things happen, I'm afraid.
They do. We'll still... I think we should get big gigs, live gigs, Newry gigs going here.
Maybe.
Good idea.
No, live gigs great, yes, but the band will look very small and stand beside that monstrosity.
That's a pretty good one. I'm talking about them on the screen.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, well, they look very big if they're on the screen, that's for sure. They'll be able to,
screen.
Yeah, apparently it can be seen from space. NASA were telling us.
Well, I heard North Korea have been looking at it through their satellites, and they're delighted with it. They're trying to get some adverts on it.
Yeah, and apparently they're now they've got little CCTV cameras embedded in it, and they're now filming the people of Newry to see who's involved in espionage against the plot to overthrow Kim.
Kim Jong-il.
Yeah, he will be ill when he finds.
We'll give him a razor anyway, just in case he is watching us.
Razor Kim.
Razor Kim. Thanks very much, Patrick. Say hello to everybody at the Hub, will you? Cheers. Thanks, Patrick. So another gentleman here, he's looking to... I know this man here. How are you?
Kevin Ellison's my name.
Kevin Ellison.
Yes.
I remember you from the Hibs days.
You probably do, yeah.
Yeah, I was a snooker champion back in the day with Brendan Crossy and all.
You probably were, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of money on me back in the day.
And you remember me, do you?
I do indeed. A minute I seen you, remembered you.
Yeah, very involved with the Christian Brothers and the cause of Edmund Rice, the first Irish miracle.
There you go, that's true.
Yes, that's true, yeah. And I have to say, the screen in the background here, the consultation process left a lot to be desired.
Right. See, I know very little about it. I've been back and forth to England. This is the Banter show, and I'm coming here to get the views of all the local people. You don't see what it's about. As a screen, do you think it's good? As a big screen?
As a big screen, yes, fine, but inappropriate beside a grade A building. And I believe maybe it just went in under the radar, the consultation process. It went obviously through the public forum, but it didn't go to the people that it maybe should have. And in particular, I'm referring here to the Canon Brown, and to the local bishop.
Right.
And obviously there's a lot of parishioners attend the cathedral. It's very dear to their hearts, the cathedral building. And a proper consultation process might have involved consultation with the bishop.
Well, can I get your thoughts on a lady mentioned to me earlier on that the screen was too small, and she thinks there should be another screen on the back of it? What's your thoughts on that?
Absolutely not. I think the screen where it is inappropriate. It's beside the main cathedral in Newry. It is a grade A building. There's a consultation. There was a lot of money, as you see, spent in the surroundings here on upgrading, and that's very fine. But this here was never agreed by the parishioners of Newry, and certainly wasn't agreed by the bishop. You're welcome. A very flawed process. I'm disappointed with the local authority.
Tell me this, just before you go, you're obviously you're an ecumenical type of a man. You're happy enough. Well, would you like to see the Pope broadcasting something on it?
Well, actually, the Pope is coming to Ireland 2018. It's already been announced, and he's coming to Ireland on the invitation of the Cardinal and representatives from Dublin, and in particular the Archbishop of Dublin. He's coming on a peace process in 2018. It is anticipated that he may have some duties when he's here in terms of the beatification and canonisation of Edmund Rice. He may also have something to say about Matt Talbot when he's in Dublin. His cause is very much to the fore. And again, that involves the youth. And we're very worried in Ireland about the amount of drink and drugs that are consumed.
Right.
And Matt Talbot, as you know, was a person who people would pray to if they got a problem in that area. So to see him venerated and beatified would be very fitting in this modern time.
Certainly would. And going back then, 2018, do you think it would be a good idea to get the Pope broadcasting from the big screen?
Well, it's not likely, and I don't think he'll be coming to Newry, but the First Minister, Peter Robertson, has indicated that he is coming to Armagh as part of his visit, and that would be to the place of the beloved Bishop of Ireland, Cardinal O'Fee.
There you go, friends. You heard it live here in the Banter show. Kevin, thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
You're a gentleman. Razor friends, we're joined with Brian McDonald. Brian, thanks for coming on to the Banter show.
Not a bother at all.
How are you?
I'm well. I'm just down in Newry for the day.
Are you enjoying it?
I am, yeah. Just down visiting friends before Christmas.
Where are you from? Where are you from?
I'm actually from the town originally, so I am.
So you left and you come back?
Aye, well, only for the day.
Only for the day.
Yeah.
Brian, what do you think of the big screen, Newry's big screen?
Yeah, I think it's great. They have one of them in Belfast, don't they? They put it up before the Olympics and
That's
stuff.
right,
so yeah, I think it can only be good for the town.
There you go. So you're happy enough. There's good clear picture. Pixel-wise is pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's first class. Yeah, really.
And what would you like to see local events on it? And
yeah, if you could have different local sporting events. You could have businesses advertising on it. You could have any number of things really. Yeah, it's great.
Brian, thanks for coming on to the Banter show. Very much appreciated.
Not a worry, sir.
Here, before you go, I know Newry. If you're a Newry man, look, stand I guess and give us a razor. 2 fingers on the right hand, 1 on the left, and razor. For our friends. Come on, Brian. Give them a razor. Don't be shy. Razor. He nearly done it. He's getting there. Come on, Brian. Finish it off. Come on, you rock star, you. Razor. Give us a razor.
A razor.
There you go. Brian, thanks very much. Razor friends, I'm joined with Saw Penty. Good old friend of mine on Hill Street. Saw, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, that's all right. How you doing?
I'm keeping great, keeping great.
Tell me this, Saw, what do you think of the big screen?
I think it's going to work out. Yeah, I think so. Yes.
You like it?
Well, it's an ugly looking thing, but I think it's going to work out as for things like this. People around here have been wanting to stand and listening to about the Gateway Club, as you say, and one thing and another.
Community based.
Yeah, things like that. Yeah. I think it'll be good for that.
And local music, I think they should get all the local music.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Give them all a plug.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Well, sir, thanks very much for coming on to the Banter Show. A big shout out to all the panties, what? Razor.
There's plenty of them to shout out.
Thanks, sir. Right, we're joined with my uncle, Don Walker. How you doing?
How you doing now?
I'm doing all right. How's you? I like that. That's a new cap you got, by the way.
No, it's not a new cap.
Well, it's a new one. It's a new one on me, Don. You've been hiding that one.
Sheila bought that a good while ago.
Oh, bless her. God bless her.
Yeah. There you are now.
What do you think of the big screen, Don?
It's in the wrong place.
But it's good. Do you like it?
Not particularly. You get that at home.
There you go. We're all going up to Don's house to watch the big screen out the back.
I bought a big screen in the house, never mind out the back.
Oh, yes. We're all going up to Don's house to watch the big screen inside the house then.
Yes, that's right.
We'll get a few bottles of drink up, will we?
Well, I've got a wee bit to say.
Right, see you no more, friends. Me, Micky and Don, we're out of here. Razor, friends, and welcome back. And we're in the romantic restaurant with our good friend, Rolandus. Rolandus, how are you?
All right, it's not so bad.
Good, man. Thanks for coming on to the Banter Show.
Yeah.
What do you think of the big screen?
I think it's very good for Newry peoples.
You think it's very good?
Yes.
And it's nice and modern, yes?
Yes, it's very nice.
Okay, thank you, Rolandus. Give us a razor.
Razor,
friends. And I'm joined with my good friend, Jacob. Jacob.
Hello, Tony.
Hello, brother. How are you?
Not so bad. Yourself?
Welcome back to the Banter Show.
Oh, very welcome.
Now, what do you think of the big screen on Hill Street, Jacob?
Well, I know so many people don't like it, but I think it's very good investment and brings some changes to the town centre.
More modern, it makes the town more modern in the city?
Yeah, it makes maybe even more modern and more obviously more entertainment in the city.
Yeah, and what about, would you like to see more content from the Polish community up on the screen?
Oh, obviously we can use it for that reason as well.
There you go, friends. You've heard it live from me and my good friend Jacob. Thanks, brother.
Thank you.
Give us a razor. Razor, friends. I'm joined with a real Newry legend here. We've got the one and only Micky Dodds from the Hilton Show Band, guitar picker himself. Micky, how you doing, bro? Look at that. He's a mover and a groover. Micky, tell me this. What do you think of the big screen?
It adds a bit to the Christmas setup. The time we were in New York a few years back, they had these lads all over there. It was fantastic.
So we're getting more like New York then.
Yeah,
Newry's turning into New York, Micky.
Time, yeah. I get the Hilton Show Band on and we're on top of it.
There you go, friends. You heard it. You heard it from the main man himself.
Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas from the Hilton Show Band.
Rock and roll is king.
Rock and roll is king. Micky, great to talk to you. Thanks, brother. Good luck. Hey! Razor friends, welcome back to the Banter Show, and we're joined with another Newry legend here, a good friend of mine over the years, Mr. Tommy O'Gorman. Tommy, how you doing?
Not too bad, but Banter on.
You keeping well?
I am indeed, Captain.
And you're looking, I have to say, you're looking a million.
Oh, thanks very much.
Tommy, what do you think of the big screen here?
I think it's a wonderful addition to the centre of the town. It just brings a bit of something different, you know. I think the town has got a bit dilapidated since all the retail places seem to be going to shopping centres.
Especially around Hill Street, it's kind of...
It's very, yeah.
It's got dark and dingy.
Very dark and dingy. Yeah, I think it's... Personally, I think they're a great thing. I mean, there's one in Dundalk, there's one in Belfast, and I just think, you know, it's great there where you can get information out to the general public, you know, and if it's used for some of the local services and that as well to distribute information and, you know, areas of interest.
Yeah, and community groups and what have you.
Absolutely, I think it's a good idea. As I say, I would certainly be very supportive of it. I think it's just great to come down the street and see something different.
Something different, and we've been talking to some members of the Polish community,
right.
And they're delighted. They all love it, but they're saying, would it be possible for the council to maybe put some Polish content on it? He says that
no problem. No,
can't see any problem.
It's for everybody. It's not just for one group.
Yeah, it's for everybody.
Yeah.
It's for everybody.
What's the general consensus? Do you find that the Newry people are in support of it, or what do you find?
The general consensus seems to be they're in support of it, but they're not sure about its placement.
Location.
But having said that, my own personal view is I think whatever happens in Newry is going to happen anyway. Over the years, we never had any say in it, you know.
That's right.
To me, it brightens up Hill Street.
It brightens up Hill Street, and the location of it has obviously become an issue for some people, but to me, wherever it is, I think it's a great addition. And the location's something, obviously, that you know, people will decide where they want it. But I think where it is, obviously, it's very prominent, and it's, as I come down the street there and I see it, it's just, I think it's nice.
Very good, Tommy. How's all the guys in Field Motion doing?
Jim and the guys is doing very well. They're in England at the moment. We were over at Buckingham Palace recently.
Were United?
No, we weren't invited, but we were invited over there because of one of the Science Park programmes that Jim and I is doing together.
That's right, yeah.
And we were over there, so Field Motion seems to be making great progress in all they're doing, as I say, and they're in England at the moment. And I wish them every success. They're hard working, and you know, they've certainly believe a lot in the product they have, and hopefully they'll go a long way, you know.
Oh, they've got a unique product, and they really are fantastic. They've got a unique product, and it's great to see Newry lads coming on leaps and bounds with a great idea and a good company. And as you say, Tommy, they're really hard workers, aren't they?
They're hard workers, and they're a great group. I actually, as I say, I found a lot of time for them. They really are, and they can't do enough to help you. If you have any difficulty when they were in the phone shop and I had a problem at all, they couldn't do enough for you. And certainly it's just great to see them get on, and I wish them every success.
Hopefully we'll see Field Motion on the big screen or
That'd
something.
Be wonderful, wouldn't it? It'd be great. I'm sure Jim will try and maybe get something done there.
Well, hopefully. Well, Tommy, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks for coming on to the Banter Show. We'll get another Banter with you sometime.
No bother.
Sometime soon. From me and Tommy, friends, give us an old razor there, Tommy. Razor. That's all you need. Through the finger. Razor. Look, you're a natural. Tommy, pleasure as always. All right, mate. Talk soon.
I'm not Irish, hi.
You're not Irish?
No, I'm from Germany.
You're from Germany? Very good.
Yes.
What do you think of the big screen?
I didn't look at it actually.
You like? It's nice.
No, I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No.
A German.
Was it a wrong answer or was it wrong? Oh my gosh.
No, there is no right answer or no wrong answer. This screen came from Germany.
Oh really? Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, where am I at the moment, actually?
Right, we'll start all over again, right?
Yeah.
Would you like that?
No, I actually have to go to adoration, but thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Hey!
There you go. Right, raise our friends, we're back again. So I'm joined with
Shanaine O'Roderick,
Kathleen McIntosh,
Sophie Dorn, Sean McIntosh.
They're brilliant. Look at these beauties here. What do you think of the big screen?
Fantastic. Yeah, I really like it. You know, it's good because, as my mum said, it would be great for young people during the summer to, you know, have a movie night. So I think that's...
Yeah, it is. Why are people complaining about something that's bringing us something good to our town? It doesn't look hideous. It's not hiding any cathedral. These people just want something to complain about.
There you go. And do you like the big screen?
Yeah.
You like it? And do you like the big screen?
Yeah.
We could watch Frozen on there, couldn't we?
Oh.
I like Mickey playing on the guitar.
There you go. Micky Dodds is a legend, yes.
Frozen.
And you love Frozen.
This is Mickey's granddaughter.
And there's Mickey's granddaughter. I'll tell you what, we want to see Micky up on the big screen, don't we?
Why would people not want to see things like that?
That's right. That's old photos in your
Yeah, you have all the people sitting down here and having banter about years ago and what the photos remind them of.
Indeed.
Why complain about things like that? That is stupid.
That's stupid. And look how bright it is.
I know, that's it.
brightening up.
But it'd be great, like, for example, are they going to put the news on there? You know, if there was
Yeah, it does come
headlines
on.
at the moment,
Yeah, it
will the
does
news
come
come
on,
on
we saw it.
and the weather and stuff like that? So I think that's, you know, that's the positive side of it.
So we need more local content as well then.
Yeah, no, definitely we do. You know, like for example, things for children like sticky fingers, or if there was roads
Advertise
closed.
businesses.
Yeah, advertise businesses. So
There you go. Well, there we have another good aspect of the big screen in Newry, friends. Will you join me in doing a big razor?
My garden.
Razor, friends. We're now joined with Vincey from Max Pizzas in St Mary Street, Newry. Vincey, what do you think of this big screen?
50-50, good and bad.
Right.
So it is. But sure, it could be good for the town. And then, you're never going to be happy anyway, are you?
Not at all. Not at all. People are looking for
razor.
There's loads of razors coming out of the meat boutique. The meat boutique's on fire behind it there, look. So, all in all, Vincey,
I think it's going to attract people over at the start to see it.
well, there you go. I mean, Hill Street looks a bit more livelier than what it did last week, doesn't it? Do you
Yeah,
think?
usually around 4 o'clock you get about 10 people on it.
10 people. There's more than 10 now at the minute, isn't there?
I'm about 12. No, about 50.
About 50. Right, Vincey, thanks for coming round.
No bad.
Pleasure as always. Big Razor, hello.
Razor.
Right, friends, I'm just at the door of the meat boutique. We're just leaving it. We had the banter with the locals. From me and the boys in the meat boutique. We're out of here. Razor friends, I'm in the Newry Democrat office here in Hill Street, Newry. We're gauging the feel of the about the big screen in Hill Street. And I'm with a good old friend of mine, Martin McGuigan. Marty, how's the farm?
Not too bad.
You still singing away?
Well, making a bit of noise, bit of squawking, you know.
Perfect. He's making a bit of noise in the Hill Street. So we're live here at the Newry Democrat office. Marty, what do you think of the big screen there?
Oh, it's a political hot potato, that one, isn't it? It's contentious, isn't it? But personally, I actually think it adds a bit of illumination to the street. You know, it adds a bit of character to it, and I don't think it detracts from the cathedral at all. You know, to be honest, I think it's. You know, there's been much ado about nothing, really, you know.
Right. Well, that's why the Banter shows came to Hill Street, just to see what the fuss is about. Not only that, the question was going to ask, I think the powers that be, should they have a Marty McGuigan gig live on the big screen?
Oh, absolutely. I'm insisting on that there, actually.
I know you're very shy about it, I have to say.
Yeah. I'm very, very coy about my credentials.
Marty, do you think it would be okay just for a general consensus, just to ask the staff here at the counter, what do they think? Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Couple of vox pops, yeah.
We're getting the thumbs up here. We're getting the thumbs up.
Thumbs up, gays, for the big screen.
And we've even got a lady from New Jersey here on the desk, and she's waving. What do you think of the big screen?
Hi, I'm from New Jersey. I think it's all right. I just think it's not the best place.
Right. What do the rest of you?
I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, I think it's good too. Yeah.
There you go, Martin. Well, thanks for the invitation into the Newry Democrat. As you can see, Mickey, look at this. We're in the Newry Democrat, and hopefully we'll be in the Newry Democrat.
Let's do it. We'll do a few stories. Come on,
no, we'll not do. We're doing the stories out in the street, Martin.
I'll have to do them then.
So it's the live media versus the paper media, you know.
I suppose.
Or meets the paper.
It's kind of like David v Goliath, isn't it? Like, you know,
it
the
is.
other way around.
So what is
the benefit of technology, you know?
So what are you trying to say, Marty?
You know, well, you know.
That's it. Camera down.
I'm saying nothing. I know where you're from.
Marty, it's always a pleasure again, and we'll have to have another banter. A bit of music on it, yeah.
Yeah, if you need tunes written in 4/4 time, and yeah.
Brilliant. Let's get on. We'll be in contact with you.
All will be unveiled.
All will be revealed.
Not from the waist up.
Will you join me in giving all our friends a razor?
Oh, absolutely. It's
from me and Marty and the Democrat crew. Friends, we're out of here. Razor. We're joined by my good friend here. How's Jackie doing?
Jack's doing alright, yeah.
Recently married.
Well, I have to
touring all around the world.
I have to go home and cook the tea.
Oh, yeah, I heard. She's got a good handle of you now, yeah. Tell me this, what do you think of the big screen here?
Listen, I think it's obscure.
I don't think it's obscure. I think it's definitely not obscure.
No. In your own words?
In my own words, to me, I'm Newry born and bred. I work between London all the time back here. To me, I think it's all right if they use it for community-based stuff.
No, listen, I get rid of it. You know why? Because me and Jack are down there doing a bit of security all night. You know, we're Rotac, standing there. First thing I walked in, said, "What the f*** is that thing doing there?" That was it.
Who said that?
Me.
And you're doing security?
We're Rotac.
For Brent Corn? Brent Corn likes that screen.
Well,
I don't know whether he does or not. Only joking, Brent. Razor. No. Whatever. If it's Peter, come on back here. Give us your views on the big screen.
For me, I don't like it.
Right, you don't like it. That's no bar. Peter, what do you think of the big screen?
I think it's just a bit large, but it's a good idea to have a screen in the centre of town. But I think it's a bit large. I thought it was going to be much smaller.
What, about the size of an iPod?
No, the size of a window, you know, a shop window.
Oh, a shop window, say about the size of that window there. Oh, funny enough, that's the same size. Tell me this, Peter, do you think there should be local community content and a bit of music on it, maybe?
I think that would be a help. And
we like our music, Peter, don't we?
Oh, we do, certainly. We couldn't miss the music. I've had community content. If all the community groups had a small input to it, it would be a great help.
Good man, Peter.
Thank you very much.
Will you join me in giving our friends a razor? From me and Peter, we're out of here, razor.
Razor.
Ah, you're natural. Razor, friends. We're joined with independent councillor. Here, we'll just pull this in case somebody trips over it. Independent councillor Kevin McAteer. Kevin, razor.
Razor, how's it going?
What about you, all right?
Not too bad. How are you? You all set for
Grand.
Christmas?
Not at all.
You
not
haven't got
at
my
all.
Christmas present yet?
No, have you got mine? No. Anyway, tell me this, Kevin. What do you think of the big screen?
To be honest with you, I know in theory there's a couple of good ideas about it in terms of watching football and things like that, but to be honest, I think it's a waste of money. You know, as a councillor there, I've had a lot of community groups coming to me about getting turned down for council funding and things like that, but to be honest, folks, the council paid 37 grand, is the figure I'm being quoted for. That money could have went to some of them their groups, but I don't see the point having it right here in the middle of Hill Street. And to be honest with you, I know there's arguments being made about watching football and stuff like that, but if I'm going to watch football, I'm going to go to the pub with my mates to watch it, or watch it in the comfort of my own home.
Well, what happens if Newry City Athletic Football Club were on the big screen?
If Newry City Athletic Football Club's on the big screen, to be honest with you, it wouldn't make any difference. I mean, if I'm going to support Newry City Football Club, I'm going to go down to the stadium and I'm going to pay the money to go in to see them. So I am and support them there and then, instead of coming down to Hill Street.
So you're totally against it, Kevin, are you?
Totally against it, yeah. You know, I've said it right from the start that I'm totally against it, and I'm gonna stay true to my convictions here and stick by my decision.
That's okay. So when we get this up on the big screen, we're not putting you up. I'm only saying this. I have no control over it.
I'm not going to watch that screen unless you're on
I have no control over it.
You got to grab that man there.
Yeah,
we
need to grab that man there. Do you hear that there? I mean, they just won't come on camera. Anybody that will come on, it's a bit of banter.
I'm not going to watch it unless Tony Smith's on it. That's true.
Well, so you are going to watch it then? I don't know. I have no control over it. The banter shows, we're independent. Just like you, the banter show's independent, so we're out getting the feelings of the Newry people, you know.
You got a website now, don't you?
Yeah, Banter Show, www.bantershow.com. It's under construction, but we're getting there, you know.
Good man, give me a shout there, sure, when you get it set up, sure, I'll come on for the banter then.
No bother. Kevin,
no problem.
Thanks for your
Merry
thoughts.
Christmas, pal, Laurie.
Thanks, Pep. Same to you, Kevin. Razor.
Yeah.
It's all lit up. It looks alright, doesn't it? As a young girl, there's a modern media and all.
I know, well, this is the social media.
Yeah, so do you think it's good for that?
What, for the social media?
Yeah.
In what way?
Well, I mean, if they put local community groups up on it and local stars, singers, you know what I mean, songwriters, young.
Nathan Carter and all that.
He's not local. He's not local. We're talking local people.
The locals love him.
Lofty, Larkin and people. She
Well, put Lofty on, surely.
You got to get her on the thing there.
Right,
Get
right,
her more
come
than
on.
me, because I
No,
don't
come
know.
on, come on. Who's to what, right? What's your name? Come on.
Shifra.
Right, friends, we're joined with Shifra here. Shifra, we're live in Hill Street. We're outside the Newry Democrat office. Could you tell me what you think of the big screen up here in Hill Street?
It's fab.
You like it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would it be good to have the likes of yourself and a couple of girl bands on from Newry or something?
Yeah.
A bit of music?
Yeah.
General consensus, all good?
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Oh.
Give us a razor there before you go. Go on. Go on. She's nearly going to do it. Listen, thanks for coming on the Banter Show. Thanks for talking to us. Bye. So there you go, friends. All different opinions, but we're getting places. We're going to move on up and hopefully go in and call in to see Jack Murphy. There's a lady might want to talk to us. Could you tell us what you think about the big screen?
About what?
The big screen up there.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
You like it, yeah?
Yeah, I like very
You're from
nice.
Poland? Yeah. And the Polish people maybe get some Polish
I'm
programs.
not from Polish, I'm from Lithuania.
You're from Lithuania?
Yeah.
Well, maybe get some Lithuanian programs up on it.
Oh yeah, and it'd be nice.
There you go, friends.
Oh, yeah.
What's your name?
My name is Ramune.
Ramune. Well, thank you for talking to the Banter Show.
Oh, happy.
Okay, bye. Razor friends, and I'm joined with a good friend of mine, Barry McMahon he's the head man no Dodds bars, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Give them all a razor, Barry, a legend, you razor. Barry, what do you think of the big screen up here in Hill Street?
Oh, I think it's fantastic, Tony. I think it's brilliant for the people in Newry. Bring it up, great advertisement, bring a lot of business to the town.
Thanks very much. That's another good point. Barry, a total gentleman. Great to have you in the Banter Show, Barry.
No bother.
Give us a big razor. Razor! Good man. Razor friends. And we're coming live here from Jack Murphy's Jewellers, Hill Street, Newry. Jack, how are you?
You're looking well, Razor.
Thanks very much.
Nothing you had to, you see.
No, it's the same one. It got into the washing machine, Jack. You know, we'll give her the lash in the washing machine. You know,
The washing machine ran the canal.
Well, the canal's good. You know, the only thing about the canal, my hair grows a bit like yours when it's canal water on it. You know what I mean?
Well, I get the canal all the time. I find it the best. Like, you know, Newry Canal, you couldn't beat it.
You couldn't beat it. You know, it'll either kill you or cure you. Isn't that right?
Yeah,
Jack,
and I
Canalscape. First of all, how's things going on Hill Street?
Things are going good. I mean, it's the Christmas lights are up. It's got bright. There's a good bit of atmosphere about the place, and the Christmas shopping's there, and we've people coming from, you know, near and far, and that's what we want to do.
Indeed. What do you think of the big screen then on Hill Street?
The big screen, big talking point, isn't it?
A big talking point. That's why the Banter show's out in Hill Street today.
I mean, it's been very interesting. There's been a lot of controversy about it, but I think now that it is live.
Now it's up and running, yeah.
Now that it's turned from just a massive structure to something live and movement on it, there seems to be more of an acceptance, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I think people will get used to it, and it depends on how it's used and what it's used for. But I think that it's going to grow on people like a lot of other things. I mean, you'll always get people who will knock something different, and it's then up to us to make best use of it. There was a lot of people who complained whenever the work started over on Merchants Quay, and now everybody's singing the praises of it. Now, I mean, I know that maybe the particular sighting of the TV isn't to everyone's liking, but we've now that it's up, we've got to try it. I mean, it's like a lot of other things. You've got to give it a chance to see, and it'll be interesting. I mean, if it's going to bring people back onto Hill Street, which is the whole idea of it, and there's activity around it, then I think it'll be a good thing.
Do you think there's been an increased activity and people traffic, pedestrian and ordinary traffic, since the screen has went live?
Well, I think it's a wee bit too soon to say, Tony, because I mean, since the screen has gone live, we've had nothing but rain, and but I mean, I'd say once we get a wee bit better weather and milder weather, then I think it'll be more noticeable. Like, you'll see people making more use of it, but I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what's on the screen, and I mean, obviously the local papers and the media will carry what it's going to be and what's going to be on it. I mean, there's been news programmes on it up to now, but I mean, you're telling me you're going to put the Banter show on?
No, I'm not telling you. I'm telling you the Banter show is independent. We're away from everybody. I'm out my own www.bantershow.com, but I'm doing this because I put up a photograph, and the response was immense. I haven't had a big response like that in a while, and I thought, I've got my cameraman Micky Dodds. Micky, let's go down Hill Street and get the views of the people about this,
But I mean, could you imagine the Banter show and having the community and having people talking about it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the type of thing I think would be brilliant on it as well.
Local content then.
Local content
for local people.
And there's a lot of great work that's done all over for charity. I mean, the likes of the Santa that we had there a couple of weeks ago. I mean, the screen was just up at that stage. I mean, I think that if the screen had been live, and if there had been a drone, flying over the top of the Santas, I mean, I think that would have been spectacular that night. To actually show live some of the scenes from the charity dinner that was in the Canal Court last Thursday, and show the Toy Mountain. There's a lot of things happening around the town that people are not really aware of, and I think that if the big screen is actually going to bring that out onto the street and create that awareness of these things that are happening. I've only mentioned 2 of dozens of things that are happening in the place, like the likes of the Panto, the Bosco show, all those sort of things.
Yeah.
I mean, the people who are working behind the scenes, all the volunteers, like the New Point players and people like that there, I mean, all those things should be highlighted, and I mean, if they were highlighted and we're using the big screen for that, could you imagine what that would do,
That's my exact thoughts, and to our good friend James McGinn from Newry FM, James brought up a very similar valid point, which was the same as the musicals in the town hall, and local people, local content, and I think that's the key to getting this big screen to work, for people to take to it, I think.
Well, I think, you're going to do a balance between local content and things like they've talked about putting the football on next year. I mean, that should certainly draw attention. I mean, if you could get Wimbledon and different sporting activities. I mean, there where we've had a lot of locals at the Special Olympics. Could you imagine if that was on?
Brilliant.
The thing would be absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And where things that are happening, local participants in events far away, and we could actually get that back. I mean, I think that would be fantastic.
Yeah, and it would make it more personal to the people in Newry, because you will connect them.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's a big screen in the middle of Newry. It's for the people of Newry and the visitors to Newry, but it has to have a local content at some stage. To make it of interest, and blending that with an international. Well, why wouldn't it work?
There you go, friends. You've heard it here live in the Banter Show from the main man himself, Jack Murphy, at the Jack Murphy Jewelers, Hill Street, Newry. Don't forget, call round. Big selection of stuff here, Jack, isn't there?
Thanks a million, Tony.
You're
Good to
very
see you
welcome,
anytime.
Jack. And good to see you too, my man. And hopefully we'll get a
Some
crack
of these
soon.
days I might see that wallet of yours opened.
You could see it opened. It opened itself earlier on. It flew away like a drone that we're talking about, Jack. My wallet is Jack's because I'm setting up the new Banter Show. So we'll have a crack with you again, you know.
There's a wee girl who wants to talk to you.
There is. Lovely young lady wants to talk about, but she... No. It's all right, but he's a rascal. Friends, he's a rascal. So, Jack, it's always good to have the crack.
Take it easy.
You
Take it
too,
easy,
mate.
Tony.
Okay, so we'll
Okay.
talk to you soon.
Talk to you
From
soon.
me and Jack, we're out of here. Give us a razor.
Keep it,
These are
Micky.
friends, and with a good friend of mine, Pat Gorman, and Mrs. Gorman in the background. What do you think of the new screen?
It's brilliant.
It's brilliant.
It's great.
And you're down parked lovely and watching it in the comfort of your own vehicle.
Yeah,
It's good to watch us saying that. It's very good for that there. You know, people can just go down the town and have a look at it.
Brilliant, Pod.
Just see what the old town was like years ago.
There you go, there you go. You heard it live, friends. And, well, basically that's it. From me and Pod, friends. Razor, give us a razor. Mrs. Gorman, give us a razor. Yo-ho! Razor, friends. And with my good friend Dermot O'Connor. Dermot, what do you think of the big screen?
I think it's a good idea. I think it's class. Brings a bit of life into Hill Street.
There you go, friends. We can say no more than that, can we?
That's it.
Dermot, give us a razor for
Happy
all our
Christmas,
friends.
a razor.
Razor, friends, we're out of here. Razor, friends, we're in a secret location just off Hill Street at the moment, and we're lit up. It's lovely and warm, we're cosy, we're fresh, and we've got one man who wishes to remain anonymous, but he said he will talk on the camera. What do you think of the big screen at Hill Street?
Well, I was going to say, to be honest, but I'll tell you the truth. I think it's not right that the council's paying that much money, £120,000 or whatever, and they're coming in £200,000.
Right.
Because
well, apart from the cost, what do you think of the screen on Hill Street?
I know, why worse.
Razor, friends, you heard it live in the Banter Show. I'm out of here.